Hi everyone, so I just shot a video in French about advice to fight your stress and to overcome it. So now I'm going to make the same video with exactly the same advices but just in English because personally I don't like subtitles. I'm a big fan of dubbing and of speaking foreign languages, even though in front of people it sets me very uncomfortable, but on YouTube, as I know that English people watch my videos, I'm going to make this video in English. The only difference, I put on this lipstick, which is very well, it draws attention a lot, especially if I don't have eyeshadow, but I highly wanted to wear it, and I have red nail polish. I really like that. So let's get started. Let's get this party started. So my first piece of advice, if you're stressed, if you're sad, if you're feeling bad, if a situation is bad and you can't actually change it, is to find something to recognize yourself in. For example, you can listen to music, songs that reflect this state of mind, and you can also watch videos about people who live something similar to you. So just try to find a sort of refuge, something to spend time to do, and so to enjoy to maybe understand yourself better through this music you will listen to or through these videos that you will watch and probably enjoy, and that will help you understand yourself. My second advice is to write, because if you're feeling bad and you don't know what to do, well, maybe writing will make you understand better what your feelings are. And if you write, if you keep on writing, maybe you will see things more clearly, and it will help you out to Yes, it will help you to understand what happens to you and maybe understand what you're feeling and help you find a solution. Because if you are too stressed, too upset, and you don't understand what you're feeling, it will be tougher to find a solution than if you clearly know what you're feeling. So my third piece of advice is to talk to people around you. Writing is a way to talk to yourself, and there are little problems you can find your solution on your own. But if you're extremely stressed or there's something you don't know, just ask the person you trust what they think of your problem, because they will understand the situation, and if they're not involved in it, maybe their idea will be clearer and more objective than yours. So ask a person what they think, but be sure it's someone you can trust, that doesn't make you see things bad, but not someone either that makes you believe things are right when they're wrong. So find someone you can trust, you can talk to without any doubt, but it's important to not keep things for yourselves. My fourth piece of advice is actually complements the third one, but it's to speak to the right people. If somebody denies your problems or just makes you feel worse and doesn't help you, just don't talk to that person, and in general we try to always be with people that help you if you're in difficulty. And if people are fed up with you and then just don't want to listen to you, just tell yourself that it's not worth talking to that people, and talk to people that will be listening to you and that deserve to be your friends and your confidant. Because if people are fed up with you and don't want to listen to you, it means they don't have compassion for you. So speak only to people that will help you, that will be honest with you, but that will help you and that won't tear you down. So piece of advice number 5: find how important your problem is. If it's a very serious problem, or if that you can't resolve, in that case you must better find an alternative. If it's a medium problem but that lasts, try to find a solution with the person. If it's a daily problem that you can easily solve, but try to find if it's difficult to solve or not, and try to solve it anyway, but just try to see how important your problem is. So my sixth piece of advice is to remember what makes you happy. So to be positive, but especially to just do what you like to do. If there's something that you love doing, then do it. Spend your time making yourself happy. It will help you be happier and maybe forget about your problems. And even if people might say, oh, but you're not gonna think, but it won't change, but it will make you happier, and maybe you will be calmer when it's time to solve your problems, and to have face to face your problems. Try to relax before, and to remember that there are things that make you happy, because many people in the media and being people that there are bad things and you cannot deny them, but there are good things and you can't deny them either. So try to just see the glass half full. I don't know if that expression exists in English, but I think it does. So my seventh piece of advice, a very weird one, but I have high level autism, so maybe that's why I like doing it. But you can touch something. For example, me, I always have things like that in my hands. It might seem weird, and I know that, but I do admit it, and then I don't care what people might say about that. So I do like that, and it helps me. It makes me feel calmer and less stressed, and maybe it just help me be calmer. I don't know how to explain that. They're so bold against stress. In the French video I showed a piece of that, but I put them back in their place, since I'm not gonna put it out again to show you. But you see the idea. You can touch slime or some, maybe Play-Doh, but be careful it doesn't that you don't like dirt on the place you are. But just touching something can relax you. It's scientifically proved. Or if you don't like, you can breathe, or something I know also, which I didn't say in the previous video, but I'm gonna say that now. If you close your eyes and you move them like that, from left to right, and you count until about 20 or something like that, then it will help you feel better. So my eighth piece of advice is to not let down your responsibilities. If you have an exam that can that you need to pass for your studies, for your job, take it. If you have a responsibility, a job, if you're taking care of your kids or something like that, just do it, because if you don't do things now, maybe you'll regret it later, and also because it's a way to concentrate yourself on something else, and maybe to think less about your problems, so to be calmer, and maybe to because if you, I know it's hard to do, but just focus on that more than your problems on themselves, because if you only think of your problem, you will more difficultly see the light than if you keep on focusing on your activities. So my ninth problem, advice. Sorry, I said problem, I meant advice. Is to not be afraid to cry. For example, if you're very, very sad and if something that hurts you, you can cry, you can show that you're wrong, and it doesn't matter what people might think of you. Just admit that you're bad and show it, and you will see that it will help you, it will relieve you. My 10th advice to stay positive, so I don't have anything developed, just stay positive. And finally, my last piece of advice is to talk to people. If you have a problem with a person, just talk to the person and try to find a solution together to see whatever the drawbacks of the situation, why you have a problem with the person, and then just try to check it. Or if you're sad for a person, for example, you know someone that suffers, well, tell the person what you feel, because just telling the concerned person what you feel will make you relief, and maybe you will feel lighter after saying that. So I made exactly the same video in French, but as I love English, I know English people watch my videos, and I don't know how to put subtitles, and anyway, I personally don't like it. Well, I made a video in English too because I love speaking English and I don't dare to speak English to French people, so my video is a good way to speak English. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and especially if it helped you, give it a thumbs up. And you can tell me in the comments what you do to get stressed, if you have any advice for me or for anyone watching it. Okay, just be positive and put this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I will be your thing you will resource yourself in if whenever you're bad. Good luck and stay positive!